His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, received the UK Secretary of State for Defence, John Healey, upon his visit to the Kingdom. His Majesty welcomed the British Defence Secretary and reviewed the strong bilateral relations in various aspects of cooperation and joint action between the two friendly countries. His Majesty expressed pride in the distinguished historical ties and close partnership between Bahrain and the UK, which have spanned many years of alliance, joint coordination and fruitful cooperation, particularly in matters of military and defence. His Majesty affirmed the mutual commitment to further developing and strengthening these ties at all levels to serve the common goals and interests of both nations and peoples. His Majesty also praised the role played by the UK on the international stage and its active contributions to consolidating the pillars of security, stability and peace in the region and the world. His Majesty the King discussed with the British Defence Secretary the latest developments in the region, major regional and international developments, as well as topics of mutual interest. The British Defence Secretary expressed appreciation to His Majesty the King for his efforts in strengthening the distinguished partnership, deepening the historic bonds of friendship and enhancing military and defence cooperation with his country. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa held a telephone call with the Crown Prince of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Mbarak Al Sabah. During the call, His Royal Highness strongly condemned the hostile Iranian attacks that have targeted Kuwait, resulting in the injury of 10 members of its armed forces. The attacks also targeted to Kuwait International Airport, as well as a number of civilian, economic and other vital facilities and infrastructure. His Royal Highness affirmed Bahrain's unwavering solidarity with Kuwait, underscoring its support for all measures undertaken to safeguard its sovereignty, security and stability and territorial integrity. His Royal Highness conveyed his wishes for the swift recovery of the injured and also expressed his hopes for Kuwait and its citizens to enjoy continued security, stability and prosperity. During the call, the strength of the long-standing relations between Bahrain and Kuwait, regional and international developments, as well as issues of mutual interest were also discussed. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting. During the meeting, the cabinet commended the visit of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, to those injured in the recent hostile Iranian aggression who are now receiving medical care. The cabinet emphasized that the visit demonstrated His Majesty's commitment to personally following up on the condition of the injured and their treatment. The cabinet extended its gratitude to His Majesty the King for the royal visit in recognition of the efforts of the national workforce, including those in the military, security and civilian sectors, and in strengthening their determination to continue carrying out their national duties. The cabinet extended its best wishes for their swift recovery. The cabinet expressed its pride and appreciation for the Bahrain Defense Force, the National Guard, the Interior Ministry and all military, security and civil authorities for their efforts, high-level readiness and efficiency in addressing current developments. The cabinet also commended Bahraini citizens, part of Team Bahrain, for their dedication, professionalism and contributions in supporting Bahrain across sectors. The cabinet also reviewed plans implemented to address the impact of the hostile Iranian aggression against Bahrain, as well as ensuring the availability of goods and services and the smooth flow of supply chains. The cabinet highlighted the joint statement issued by Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait and Jordan, which condemned in the strongest terms the blatant Iranian attacks of aggression. The cabinet emphasized that this condemnation extends to all forms of aggression, whether carried out directly by Iran or through its proxies and armed groups operating in the region. Most recently, the attacks launched by Iranian-backed groups from Iraq targeting multiple countries. Marking the International Day of Conscience, the cabinet noting its significance as a reflection of Bahrain's enduring commitment to promoting international peace and stability. The cabinet extended its congratulations on the successful election of the Board of Directors of the Bahrain Chamber of Commerce and Industry for its 31st session. The cabinet approved the following: a draft law amending certain provisions of the decree law on the establishment and organization of industrial zones, the implementation of the decision prohibiting work during the midday hours based on the results achieved in the recent years, the government's response to a number of draft laws and a number of motions submitted by the Representatives Council. The Council also reviewed a number of reports on the outcomes of participation in the consultative ministerial meeting regarding Iranian attacks on GCC states, Jordan, Turkey and Azerbaijan, the outcomes of the visit by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Cyprus to Bahrain, the outcomes of participation in the 165th meeting of the Council of the Arab League at the level of foreign ministers, results of participation in the 28th, the extraordinary meeting of the Committee of the Ministers of Transport and Communications of the GCC, foreign engagements of the ministers and visits by ministers from friendly countries to Bahrain during the month of April 2026. The General Command of the Bahrain Defense Force announced that through the unwavering vigilance of its personnel, the BDF's air defense systems continue to successfully counter successive waves of the hostile terrorist Iranian aggression. Since the onset of hostilities, air defenses have intercepted and destroyed 182 ballistic missiles and 398 drones targeting the Kingdom of Bahrain. The General Command expressed its pride in the exceptional combat readiness and vigilance demonstrated by BDF personnel and commended their sustained operational efficiency and effectiveness in defending Bahrain. The performance of Bahrain's forces continues to inspire confidence that the kingdom's skies remain secure. The General Command urged citizens and residents to exercise utmost caution, avoid affected areas and suspicious objects, refrain from filming or sharing images of military sites or debris, and rely only on official channels and updates. It stressed that targeting civilian areas with ballistic missiles or drones is a grave violation of international law and the UN Charter, posing a direct threat to regional peace and security.
إن الجميع لا يفخر بما يظهره رجال البحرين في كافة الأجهزة العسكرية والأمنية. ربي اجعل هذا البلد آمنا.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed Bahrain's strong condemnation of Iran's criminal attacks targeting Kuwaiti territory, injuring 10 military personnel and striking Kuwait International Airport alongside vital civilian and economic facilities. In a statement issued by the Foreign Affairs Ministry, it added that these actions constitute a dangerous escalation threatening regional security and a flagrant violation of international law. The ministry affirmed Bahrain's full solidarity with Kuwait in all measures to protect its sovereignty, security and stability, commending the vigilance of Kuwaiti armed forces. Bahrain extended wishes for a swift recovery to the injured and enduring security for Kuwait. The ministry renewed its call for the international community, particularly the UN Security Council, to take firm action that halts Iran's aggression in line with the UNSC Resolution 2817 and UNHRC Resolution 3861. Bahrain has strongly condemned and denounced the terrorist attacks targeting the residents of Kurdistan region of Iraq President Nishirvan Barzani, as well as residents of Masoud Barzani, leader of the Kurdistan Democratic Party. The kingdom described these acts as unacceptable assaults and grave threats to security and stability of the Republic of Iraq and as clear violations of international law. In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs reaffirmed Bahrain's steadfast support for Iraq's security, stability, unity and territorial integrity and expressed its full solidarity with the Kurdistan regional government and its people in the face of repeated terrorist attacks on civilian, diplomatic and energy infrastructure. The kingdom also reiterated its unequivocal rejection of all forms of violence and terrorism aimed at destabilizing security, undermining civil peace, and threatening regional and international peace and security. Bahrain is taking the lead on diplomatic stages with efforts aimed at countering the repercussions of Iran's criminal attacks on GCC states and Arab countries. This proactive role by Bahrain is evident through its initiatives in the UN Security Council and the Arab League, affirming Bahrain's status as a key player on the international stage. More in this report.
Bahrain is leading a proactive Arab and international diplomatic efforts to address the repercussions of Iran's blatant attacks targeting GCC states and other Arab countries. This effort is based on a firm political and legal stance that upholds the sovereignty of nations and safeguards regional and international security and stability. These efforts have focused on reviewing the loss of life and property caused by these attacks, their serious repercussions on regional security and stability, and the direct threats to freedom of international navigation and the Strait of Hormuz. In this context, Bahrain, on behalf of the GCC and Jordan, submitted a draft resolution to the UN Security Council, culminating in the adoption of Resolution 2817 on March 11, 2026. The adoption of the resolution reflected the significant international support for the position led by Bahrain, which received widespread support from UN member states, embodying a collective will, rejecting attacks upon the sovereignty of states and threatening international peace and security. The kingdom, through the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdel Zayani, affirmed that the current phase, with its rapidly evolving complexities, necessitates that Arab states strengthen their solidarity, unify their ranks, and address developments with a spirit of collective responsibility. As a non-permanent member of the Security Council, Bahrain continues to perform its diplomatic role responsibly and with balance, defending Arab causes and regional interests on the most important international platform concerned with maintaining international peace and security.
Government agencies continue to implement comprehensive measures aimed at ensuring the continuity of work and services with high efficiency, contributing to achieving a balance between work requirements and the safety of citizens and residents. More in this report.
Under the wise humanitarian and diplomatic approach of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, and with effective national partnership in the spirit of Team Bahrain, the Kingdom is steadily progressing in establishing an integrated system to promote and protect human rights and preserve human dignity and freedoms. This enhances security and social stability, aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals, and affirms Bahrain's effective role in spreading a culture of peace, dialogue, tolerance, and international solidarity, contributing to building a more advanced and prosperous society and a world where justice, security, and stability prevail. Amidst the rapid developments in the region, government agencies continue to take comprehensive measures to strengthen human rights and fundamental freedoms. This includes maintaining 70% of government operations remotely, ensuring the continuity of services through an integrated digital system, sustaining distance learning, ensuring the readiness of medical personnel to provide advanced healthcare services, supporting the National Crisis Response System by activating the National Center for Civil Emergency Management, ensuring food and water security, maintaining the efficiency of the energy and electricity sector, enhancing the resilience of communications and early warning systems, and strengthening cybersecurity. Bahraini society continues to demonstrate its commitment to the highest levels of national responsibility, reflecting advanced awareness and a deep-rooted national spirit. This is achieved by avoiding being swayed by rumors and adhering to the directives and guidelines of the relevant authorities, thus preserving security, stability, and social cohesion.
Dear citizens and residents, when hearing the first warning sirens while driving, kindly do the following. Continue driving and clear the left lane to open the way for emergency vehicles, civil defense, ambulances, traffic, security patrols to perform their duties. Listen to official media channels. Seek shelter in the nearest building or take cover in non-exposed areas until the danger has passed. Dear citizens and residents, if you're at home or at work, kindly do the following. Be calm, don't go out except for essentials, and as per instructions and guidelines issued by competent authorities. When you hear the second warning siren when the danger ends and situations are back to normal, the following procedures should be considered. Do not gather near affected areas for your safety and avoid hindering civil defense saving lives operations. Do not pick up objects thrown on the ground even if they are familiar to you.